There are a number of ways of obtaining the area of a triangle. The most common one is 1/2 times base times height. This formula can allow us to obtain the area of a triangle given its base and its height. We also have 1/2 AB sine theta. This is going to allow us to obtain the area of a triangle given sides A, B, and the angle that's between them, theta. There is one other way to obtain the area of a triangle, and that's the Heron formula. The Heron formula allows us to obtain the area of a triangle given the three sides. So if this is a triangle, if one of the sides is A, the other is B, and the third one is C, then we can obtain the area of this triangle by using this formula. The area equals the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times X minus C. Now, S is equal to 1/2 times A plus B plus C. If we cross multiply here, we are going to see that 2S is equal to A plus B plus C. And we know what A plus B plus C is. That's the sum of the boundaries of the triangle. It tells us that the perimeter of the triangle has a value of 2S. So 2S is the perimeter of the triangle. Let's take one quick example. 5 by 12 by 13. This is not drawn to scale. Of course, we can see here that this is a right triangle because these three numbers are Pythagorean triples. The area of this triangle can be obtained using the Heron formula because A can be taken as 5, B as 12, and C as 13. Now, I'm going to need the value of S, and S is just A plus B plus C divided by 2, 15. So these are the four things I need: A, B, C, and S. Substituting the values into the equation. So I know that the area is S, so S is 15 times S minus A. Of course, that's going to be 15 minus 5. S minus B would be 15 minus 12. And S minus C would be 15 minus 13. Okay, so this is equal to 15. 15 minus 5 is 10. 15 minus 12 is 3. 15 minus 13 is 2. Multiplying all three numbers, 15 times 10 is 150, times 3 is 450, times 2 is 900. And the square root of 900 is 30. Just going to be centimeters squared. So that's the area of the triangle. And to confirm the veracity of our answer, if we choose to use half times base times height, we would also get 30 cm squared. The perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 32 cm. If the ratio of the equal to the unequal side is 5 to 6, find the area of the triangle. Now, the first thing we are going to do here is to identify what we are given. We are told that the perimeter of the isosceles triangle is 32 centimeters. So first we've got an isosceles triangle, and we know that an isosceles triangle is one that has two equal sides. So I'm going to take this side and this side as the equal sides, and I could just represent them with x. So this is xx. Now I'm going to represent the last one with y. So since the perimeter is 32 centimeters, perimeter is just the sum of the boundaries. So I've got three boundaries here, so it means my perimeter is going to be x plus y, and I have a value for that. So this tells us that 32 is equal to x plus x is 2x plus y. Now we have that the ratio of the equal to the unequal side is 5:6. Now, these are the equal sides. The length of the equal sides are each x centimeters. So what that tells us is that x ratio y, this is the ratio of the equal to the unequal side, is equal to 5:6. And we know that ratio is basically, division. So x ratio y can be written as x over y, and 5:6 can be written as 5/6. If I choose to cross multiply here, I'm going to get 6x equal to 5y. Making x the subject, x would be 5/6y. Now, since x equals 5/6y, and already I know that there is a formula connecting x and y here, I can just substitute x equals 5/6y into this equation, and that's going to give 32 equals 2 brackets 5/6 y plus y. 2 can reduce 6 3 times, so this gives 32 equals 5y over 3 plus y. This is going to give 8/3y, and I've got a 32 here. Cross multiplying here would produce 32 times 3 equals 8y. Dividing both sides by 8, 8 is going to reduce 32 4 times. 8 can cancel it here. Therefore, y is equal to 4 times 3, and that's 12. Now, we know already that x is equal to 5/6y. Since y is 12, this is just 5/6 times 12. 6 is going to reduce 12 twice. Therefore, x is equal to 5 times 2, and this is 10. Of course, 10 centimeters. Having obtained the values of a, b, and c, I can go ahead to obtain the value of s, which is 1/2 a plus b plus c. So if this is a, this is b, and this is c, then s is just going to be 1/2 10 plus 10 plus 12. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 12 is 32. 32 over 2 is 16. Thus, I can just go ahead to obtain the area of the triangle. This is the square root of s minus a, s minus b times s minus c. This is equal to s is 16. S minus a becomes 16 minus 10. S minus b is also 16 minus 10. S minus c is 16 minus 12. This is a square root of 16. 16 minus 10 is 6. 16 minus 10, 6. 16 minus 12 is 4. Now I can rely on one of the rules of surds by splitting the square roots. This is going to be root 16 times, this is 6 times 6, that's 6 squared, times root of 4. I know that root 16 is 4. Root 6 squared, the square is just going to cancel the square roots. This is 6. And the square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, the area of the triangle is 4 times 6 times 2. 4 times 6 is 24. Times 2 is 48. So this is 48 centimeters squared. Thank you for seeing this video.